Hello, beautiful people. I hope all is well. I hope all is well. I'm actually tackling a topic that has nothing to do with dating and nothing to do with relationships. However, I've had so many people DM me about my business. So many people DM me about getting in the coaching and the consulting space. So many people DM me about how they can become a service provider of some sort and how I was able to grow my social media to over 30K in 12 months. Now, I'm going to tell you now that 30K is not a lot, right? Like in the grand scheme of things, I want to say 90% of those with a social media or Instagram page have less than 10K. So 10% out of a billion is still a whole lot of people. But we also have to take it one step at a time. And so again, today's conversation has nothing to do with dating. I'm sorry to disappoint. Has nothing to do with relationships. I'm sorry to disappoint. But tonight's live has to do with how I grew my page to 30K plus followers in the last 12 months. So if you are a coach, if you are a consultant, if you are a service provider, if you are a business owner, this live is for you. If you are a coach, if you are a consultant, if you are a service provider, if you are a business owner, then this live stream is for you. The dating and relationship stuff is going to start back on Wednesday with our weekly live Q&A that you guys love so much. But today we're talking about business. Today we're talking about very specifically how I was able to grow my social media page in the last 12 months to over 30K followers. So if you're still here with me, because you know we're not talking about dating, we're not talking about relationships, we're talking about building your business and building your social media profile so that you can build your business, then you are in the right place. I need y'all to do me a favor for everyone who's heard that. If there's anybody who comes on the live, on the in-between and says, what are we talking about? Or if they say something like, why aren't we talking about dating and relationships? Let them know that I have forewarned you in the last 2 minutes. We are not talking about dating today. We are not talking about relationships tonight. We're talking about how you can build your social media platform to make money with your business. Some of this stuff will work for brick and mortar too, but obviously I'm a service provider, so I'm going to stay in my lane and I'm still growing. I'm still in my intermediate phase, right? So I'm no longer a beginner, but I'm not advanced either. So I'm here to support my 101 people. I'm not here to advise anybody else, but the folks who are where I was a year ago, and they are trying to figure out how they can build their social media platform to make money. Not just their social media platform so they can feel good about how many likes they get, but build your social media platform, specifically Instagram, so that you can make money. If there's anybody here who is on the live and they want to learn more about how they can build their business in 2022, again, if you are a coach, if you are a consultant, if you are a service provider, this is for you. Some of this stuff can work for brick and mortar. If you do hair, nails, whatever, it could work. But very specifically, I'm staying in my lane because, as I said, I am not an expert in this. I could only teach you what I've learned thus far from the coaches that I have invested in. Two specifically, right? One of them, because I'm always going to give people their props, right? This is not coming out of my mind. One of them is at King Ashley, and she is amazing. Amazing, right? Multi-millionaire, beautiful black woman who's doing it. That was one of my coaches who taught me what I'm about to teach you, okay? Then the other one, she was my first one, Letitia Styles, at Letitia Styles TV. I purchased some of her courses and I learned what I'm about to tell you. So I didn't make this up. This is not revolutionary. I spent thousands of dollars to learn this. I invested in myself. I invested in my business, which is why I'm doing as well as I'm doing now and why I'm in a position to teach you. Okay. So again, not dating and relationships, how I grew my social media profile by 30K followers in the last 12 months, which is not outrageous, but is a solid place to be for a lot of folks who are less than that. All right. So let's start from the absolute beginning. Oh, by the way, I am hosting a free 6-part training challenge. I've been kind of using the words interchangeably. I will be hosting a 6-part free challenge for, again, my coaches, my consultants, and my service providers, teaching all of the stuff. So this is session 4. What I'm about to do with y'all right now is session 4, okay? But there's a 6-part series that I am teaching for absolutely free. Again, I spent thousands. Happy New Year, boo. I spent thousands to learn this. I'm going to teach it to you in 6 parts. This is unheard of. This is outrageous. How do you get on? How do you get the link? You have to DM me the word 6-part challenge, or the phrase 6-part challenge. If you DM me the phrase 6-part challenge, then I will send you the Zoom link and you can join us for absolutely free, 6 hours of absolutely free training. But I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a preview so you know what you're signing up for, even though it's free, even though the proof is in the pudding. I'm going to give you a preview of what I'm going to be covering in the 6-part free challenge for my coaches, my consultants, and my service providers. No dating, no relationship stuff. Can somebody do me, just for tonight, I'm back on Wednesday. Could someone do me a favor? Because it just makes my life easy. Can you write in the comments how I grew my social media page to 30K? How I grew my social media, or my Instagram page to 30K. That way I can just like hold it and pin it versus me trying to type it right now. So if anyone is joining the live, hello, my name is Alison. I am a certified dating and relationship coach. I primarily work with singles to help them find the love and commitment that they deserve. About 2 weeks ago, it came to me. It came over my heart that there are so many people. Well, the reality is people have been DMing me, but it came over my heart to share the information that I have spent thousands of dollars to collect. Pin comment. Thank you very much, Joseph. Appreciate you. I've spent thousands of dollars to figure out how to create and build my business. One of those parts is building your social media, or building it with the right follows, which we'll talk about in a second. Well, Joseph, I'm sorry, my sister wrote it, and she's my sister, so I'm going to pin hers at the bottom, okay? Same title, How I Grew My IG Page to 30K plus. I think it's 30,618 right now, okay? All right, beautiful people. So take out your notebook, take out your pen, and make sure you DM me the words 6-part challenge so that I can send you the link. After I give you this good stuff, you're going to see why it's worth it. And it's free. It's no harm to you. All you got to do is show up and take notes. I'm literally, not, you can show up, but then there's it is free once you're there, okay? All right, beautiful people. So we're going to start with some boring stuff first, but it's boring and it's necessary. How did I grow my page to plus 60K followers, okay? The first thing I did was I was very mindful about my name. I used alliteration, align with Alison, right? My name is Alison. That's my birth name. It's on my birth certificate. I wanted my name to be catchy, right? I'm good with speaking, but I'm not very good with like writing. So I had a hard time. You know what I did? I went in my group chats. I said, hey guys, I'm starting this business. I'm going to be doing dating and relationship coaching. I need a name. My personal name on my personal Instagram was Al Goes Hard. Alison, like I go hard, right? That's my personality. That's what I do. That doesn't translate well. So I first had to be mindful of my name. I wanted something that was catchy. I wanted something that was easy. So again, align with Alison. I didn't have the answers, right? I know alliteration was cute. Align, Alison. Sounds good. I went in my group chat. I need help. I need a name. Help me figure out a name. And they helped me. So they gave me some other stuff. Some other friends was asking mad questions, get on my nerves. I love her. But somebody said, how about align with Alison? Like you're in alignment with her. You're following her steps. If you follow her steps, you'll be successful. Amazing. That's number one. You need a name that's catchy. You need a name that's easy to read. You can't have the periods. You can't have the underscores. It can't be complicated. It shouldn't be somebody, 1212718. That's cute for people in New York, but anybody else outside of New York doesn't know that 212 or 718 has to do with New York City, right? So again, the name needs to be catchy. Catchy, easy to read, not complicated, easy to search. Secondly, your name in your Instagram page should have your niche too. So if you were to go to my page, right, or go to anyone's page who you looked up to, which we're going to get into that in a second, then it's going to say align with Alison. Then right underneath it, I think it says coach, right? So if you have a business page, which is what you need to change your page to a business or creator page. Some people prefer creator pages because creator pages sometimes unlock more music. So if you do music on your stories, then you might want to do creator. So creator or business page so that you can have a title. What you do should be outrageously clear. People do not read. I love y'all. I love y'all. Y'all do not read. I love y'all. I love y'all. Y'all do not read. People do not read. Not men don't read. I get that all the time. Not women don't read. People don't read. You want to make it abundantly clear what you do. If it can be Jimmy the barber, if it can be Mike the chef, right? Like obvious and clear. And then underneath that, you are going to then write what you do, whatever the best category is that Instagram has to offer you, because again, you want to make it obvious. Beautiful people, you want to attract your followers. You don't want people who just follow you willy-nilly, which we're going to get into that in a second too. You want targeted followers. So even though the title of this live is how I grew my page to 30K, it's not necessarily about the 30K. It's about, are those 30,000 people who are interested in my content and may potentially buy something? Best case scenario, are they going to share my stuff and help the message grow and help the page grow and maximize my voice around the world, right? That's best case. Well, worst case scenario, are they the types of people who's going to share? Are they the types of people who will comment? Are they the types of people who will save? Do they belong to my niche? Which, by the way, I'm talking all about niches and how to build your niche tomorrow in the first day of our training. If you are just joining the live, my name is Alison. I talk dating and relationships, but today I'm talking to my business owners. I'm talking to my coaches, my consultants, my service providers on how I was able to build my Instagram page in a year over 30K. We started with making sure your name is easy to read. Preferably what you do should be in your name. You should have a business or creator page. You should also be able to categorize what you do. So if you have a creator or a business page, when you create that page, there's a little drop down in the settings that will allow you to put your category. You should put it there because you want to make it abundantly clear to anybody who follows you why they're following you. You also want them to be able to search you. So if I'm looking for a barber, I want to be able to go in Instagram and search barber, and I want your name to pop up. Think about Instagram just like Google, right? Like you want it searchable, you want it easy, you want it straightforward, you don't want any complications. You want somebody to be able to come and look at your content and potentially buy from you as easy as possible. So make it easy, because people do not read, they do not pay attention. You don't even understand how many times I answer the same questions underneath a post where the words underneath it explain everything, right? The caption explains it all. People do not read. Make it obvious, all right? Let's move on from that same idea. Make it obvious. Make it easy for people to buy from you. This is what you're going to do. You're going to say exactly what you do in your bio. You are going to write exactly what you do in your bio. It's going to be something like, I teach hairstylists how to increase their income by doing more sales with their products. That is what you do. I help parents navigate the co-parenting process. I work with singles to help them find the love and commitment that they deserve. I work with women to help restore their edges. That's a perfect example that one of my coaches uses at King Ashley Inn. I work with athletes to reduce their chance of injury. Whatever, right? You need to make it abundantly clear, because people don't read what you do. And for the people who do read, you want them to be able to, I just saw your example. I'm going to give you one in a second. You want them to be able to say, this is what I need. So someone said lash artist, and I hope that you text the word or DM the word 6-part challenge so that I can give you even better examples. So I help people increase their confidence by adding beautiful lash extensions. Whatever you do and how it impacts people. You want to make that clear, because again, when we come to your page, I want to be able to say, this is exactly what I've been looking for. I've been looking for a lash tech who is going to make sure that my lashes stay healthy. I've been looking for a dating and relationship coach who's going to help me find the partner I deserve. I've been looking for a physical trainer who is going to be mindful of my prior injuries. I've been looking for a hairstylist who cares about natural hair and is not only concerned about weaves. That's why you have to make it clear, y'all. because you want whoever comes across your page to follow you. And you want them to follow you with reason, not just because you had a reel that went viral, right? Like in my case, not just because of that, but because you have the answer for which they seek. You have the answer for which they seek. As a result, you want to put it in the bio, your statement. This is what I do, and this is who I serve. I teach nervous teenagers how to drive and get their driver's license within 6 months. That's my audience, right? My audience is the nervous teenagers. What I do is I teach them how to drive so they can get their driver's license in 6 months. Who do you serve? And what do you deliver from them? Does that make sense, beautiful people? Again, today we're not talking about dating and relationships. I'm so sorry. I'm talking about something else that's come heavy on my heart and my mind, which is to help those who are looking to build their businesses. If it's you're a service provider, you're a coach, you're a consultant, this will be beneficial for you. If you have any friends, who are, again, coaches, consultants in the service space, I want you to please go ahead and share this live with them so that you can help them to build their business. Today's specific conversation at hand is we're talking about how to build your social media page. As I said, there are plenty of people who have thousands, millions of followers, right? And obviously I look to them to see what they're doing so I could copy their growth. This is not school, y'all. This isn't, keep your eyes on your own paper. When you're in business, you're supposed to be analyzing people who are successful in your field, and then you copy it. So I'm not talking to those folks. They got it. And I'm trying to be like them, right? Once they're monetizing, which we could talk about in a second. But what I'm talking to the people who are in the hundreds, who are in the low thousands, and we have to take it step by step. We can't look at the folks who had 100,000 talking about, dang, I wish I was there. We can't look at the folks who had 1 million saying, dang, I was there. We take it one step at a time. So I'm talking to y'all about how I got to 30K in 1 year. And maybe a year from now, I'll be talking about how I got to 250K, so on and so forth. All right. So as we said, make sure your name is easy to read. No extra underscores if you can avoid it. No extra periods if you can avoid it. What you do in the name would be extra special if you can get that done. You are going to want to write what your niche is. So you have to have a creator or a business page where it gives you a category. So for me, it says coach. So when people come to my page, they know what I do. No one has ever DM'd me and said, what do you do? They know I coach people around love, right? Then they have to do a further investigation to see, does she work with men? Does she work with women? Does she work with only divorcees? Who does she work with? But that is something that they know from the beginning because I've made it clear to them. You never want confusion. Confusion breeds no. If I go to someone's page and I am confused about what they do, I'm not giving you my card information. I'm not plugging in my PayPal. Why? If you're confused about what you do on your page, what you going to do to my account? Run it up. So you have to make sure you are abundantly clear, even on the super low, me even doing this, which I considered if I should even save this live, right? Because if someone's coming on who's never been here before, like, yo, I thought I followed this chick for dating and relationship advice. She talking about social media. So you have to make it very clear what you do. So I'm risking it all for y'all, okay? Make it very clear what you do. You do that in the bio. You're going to say, this is who I serve, right? I help nervous teens learn how to drive in 6 months. I help single dads learn how to braid natural hair. Whatever you do, I teach, I train, whatever. Make it clear what you do and who you do it for. I train single dads how to braid natural hair. So that means any dad or any single dad who comes to my page is going to say, she has what I need. She has the videos. She has the positive quotes that are going to keep me pushing because it's difficult for me to be a single dad, braiding hair, never braided hair before. She's what I need. Oh, she has a course. She's going to teach me how to braid hair over a 6-part course. $397, no problem. Much rather spend that than have to figure out how to do this little girl's hair tomorrow morning. Do you guys get my point? Make it clear what you do in the bio. All right? We're moving right along. The next thing, this is an absolute must. Absolute must, absolute must, absolute must. You must have a link in your bio. You must have a link in your bio. If you don't have a link in your bio, how are people going to buy from you? Now, if you don't have a website or you don't have a landing page yet, which if you are in my training that starts tomorrow, I'm going to talk to you about the difference between those two if you don't know. So you need to DM me the words 6-part training so that I can send you the link to the free 6-part training that I'm going to have over the next 3 weeks so we can talk about that. But you have to have a link in your bio. Someone has to be able to click easy. Remember we said you want to eliminate confusion. You want to make the buying process easy. You want to make the getting to know you process easy. So you have to have a link in your bio so I can click, so I can either learn more about you, I can download a freebie, or I can buy something from you. Don't make this thing hard. Don't say go to my website. Where's the website? It's not there. Okay? Part 2 of the link in bio is that the link should not be a single link, meaning if you offer more than one service, if you offer more than one product, you have your coaching and then you also have an ebook and then you also have a course, you shouldn't have one link. Because if you have one link, that means I can only access one thing. You should have an easy tree or a link tree. The link trees I know that you guys are more accustomed to, but easy tree, EZTREE. If somebody could put that in the comments, EZTREE is owned or created, owned, and operated by a Black woman. Just like Linktree. So if you want to go with Linktree, that shit cool, right? Created, owned, and operated by a Black woman that I know. EZTree. That is going to allow you to go ahead and put multiple links under one link. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. So you click the link in the bio and then a page opens up and then it has download my free ebook, book a session, do this, buy this product, blah, 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 right? You want to, again, make this as easy as humanly possible for anyone who is buying from you or learning from you. You want to remove all kinds of confusion and stress. You make it easy. So when y'all guys are done with me, you're going to check me out, right? You're going to say, Alison said to do all this. Does she have that? Absolutely. You click the link in my bio. You're going to see a free training, another free training, an opportunity for you to book a session, another thing. I got mad stuff because I want it easy. I want you to be able to scroll and find. You have to make it easy and you have to make it clear exactly what you have to offer, whether or not it's free or whether or not it is for sale. Okay. Y'all got that? I'm moving on. All right. So the next thing, and y'all not gonna like this. Yeah, girl, you better switch to EasyTree. Black, created, owned, and operated. The next thing, and y'all not gonna like this. I hardly like it because I started doing it recently. You have to post. You have to post. You have to post. You have to post. Now, again, I'm talking to my 101 people. I'm talking to the people who are in the beginnings, right? So the recommendation is you post 3 to 5 times a day. 3 to 5 times a day is not practical if, one, you have a full-time job outside of your coaching, your consulting, your service providing, right? It's not practical. And it's not practical when you're brand new because you're still trying to figure out what to post, right? Which, by the way, if you DM me the words 6-part training, then I will teach you how to figure out what to post for free. Free training, 6 of them, 6 hours, which I spent thousands of dollars for with at King Ashley Ann, who's an amazing, big time, big coach, million followers, multi-millionaire, right? I'm doing it for y'all for free. This is a small piece, but it's for free. All right. Yes. 3 to 5 times a day. I will be honest with you. When I started about a year ago, I said, okay, they told me 3 to 5 times a day. I'm going to start with once a day. Then the second time I said, I'm going to then do twice a day. It was only September that I started posting 3 times a day. 3 times a day. And it is a job. I'm telling y'all that this thing is not easy. And I saw someone ask about how you go viral, which I'll answer in a second. But even going viral does not necessarily mean that you're monetizing. So I've gone viral. I've gone viral twice, right? I got a ton of followers. And let me tell you what happened eventually. Number one, they were mad little kids. Oh, Miss Williams, you was my teacher 10 years ago. How you doing? You doing big things. Because I was on the shade room, okay? Mad little kids. Little kids are not buying from me. So the number can look good, but if you're not making money off of your page that's for your business, then the number itself or going viral itself is not valuable. Secondly, I went viral and they followed me in droves, and then they unfollowed me in droves because it was exciting for the moment. So the video, the first one that went on the Shade Room and went on like On Site and some other pages, was about my marriage thing, right? And I was real snappy and I looked cute, I guess. And so I got mad followers, like 2,000 followers. And then over the following weeks, I lost 1,000 plus of them, right? So going viral in the moment is not like the be all end all, right? One, it may not be your target audience. We talked about target audience, right? So who do you serve? Who do you want to work with? Who do you want to be your customer? Who do you want to be your client? You can have a bunch of followers, but if they're not in your niche, then they're not beneficial to you. So even though, again, the name of this live is how I grew my page by 30K plus, again, you could have 1,000 followers and be doing extremely well because those 1,000 people are all about you and your product and your service. And they're repeat buyers and they're buying multiple products and they're buying stuff for their family and friends and shipping it. And then they're buying sessions for other people. And then they go and they share your message. Right? So yes, I understand. I roped you guys in with this title, but going viral in itself does not guarantee success. It could be all the wrong people and then they follow you and then they unfollow you. So it wasn't much of a win. Okay? All right, folks. Back to the multiple posting. Yes, it is a job. This is the joke. Let me tell y'all a joke. The joke is I spend more time on social media building my brand and my business than I do hours. Well, not maybe the same. I spend about the same amount of time on social media building my business and on my brand as I do actually coaching. This is a job. It is a job. Okay? It is a responsibility that hopefully you guys are in a position to outsource soon where someone can run your social media profile for you. I'm a little scaredy cat. I don't want to let go yet, even though I'm in a position to do so. It is effort. I post 3 times a day, every day, and it is effort. At some point, I'm going to go to 4, and at some point, I'm going to go to 5. But start with once. I need you to post every day. I need you to post every day. I need you to post every day. You can do every day. You can find 20 minutes to post at least once a day, every day. You're going to post testimonials, before and afters, screenshots of text messages, photos. You are going to post behind the scenes, right? You are going to go live and you're going to talk about your product or your service. You are going to go live and you're going to share what your workspace looks like. Hey guys, I just finished sweeping and mopping the shop. I made sure that I sanitize all of your chairs, all of your utensils. Hey guys, I just got a new set of lashes that have come in from Vietnam. These are the 1.5s. I don't know lashes, people forgive me. Hey guys, I'm about to record the podcast and I'm so excited. I just invested in this bomb ass new microphone. It was like $1,500, but I'm telling you the clarity is amazing. Whatever, right? You're going to go live, you're going to share. I need you to post quotes that are in relationship to what you do, right? You are going to post anything that is in alignment with your niche. Anything that makes sense. It's going to be photos, right? Oh, hey, lady, should I learn how to do this hairstyle? Oh, the new trend in fashion, red is the new black. Did you guys hear about that? I'm going to be adding new red items to my repertoire, whatever. Folks, we really are getting into our health. I'm a physical trainer. And so today's diet consists of, and here's what my lunch looks like. You got to post every day. You have to share. And let me tell you why. Folks need to see you 7 to 14 times before they even remember you as a potential source. A potential source. 7 to 14 times. They need to see you to remember you as a potential source. So that means with the algorithms, if you're posting once a week, what's the likelihood that the same person is going to see you back to back enough that they're going to remember you as a resource? They're seeing you posting once every week and they see the other nail tech, they see the other barber, they see the other tutor, they see the other business consultant, they see the other coach who posts 3 times a day. They have a problem. I need to get my hair done. I'm going with the person I see every day because they're in They're in my mind. I'm going with the nail tech I see every day. They're in my mind. I'm going with the coach that I see every day. They're on my mind. You have to remind people. People are forgetful and they're overwhelmed and they're busy. 3 to 5 times a day is the recommendation. I'm going to tell you, because this is a 101, this is pure basics, you need to post every day. And don't worry about it being the most high quality, the most beautiful, the most amazing, the most Don't worry. It has to be authentic. That's what it has to be. When you grow and develop as a creator, which is what you're going to become, fortunately or unfortunately, right? Then you can worry about it being artistic. Then you can worry about it being beautiful. Right now, I'm in my car. I got a 30-minute drive. Let me hop on the phone and let me talk to all of my small business owners about ways that they can balance their books, because I'm a CPA. I have 20 minutes on lunch while I eat my salad, but not be nasty on live. Let me hop on live and let me talk to all of my clients about ways that they can cut the calories in a salad. Because we all think that salads are healthy until we're drenching on the dressing, right? Let me hop on. Let me look for a quote. Let me follow pages that's doing what I'm doing already, big time pages. And let me replicate the content that they already produce, because clearly that's winning content. Clearly. So I'm going to go on their page and I'm going to see what they do and I'm going to replicate it, but then put my own pizzazz on it, right? If there's quotes, follow quote pages that have to do with what you do. You are a therapist. You should be following all of the big therapist pages if you're trying to grow your private practice, right? And if you see a quote that is in alignment with what you do, you work with parents to create a calories don't matter. Girl, focus. It's for example. So you work with parents so that they can create a healthy co-parenting relationship. That's what you do as a therapist in your new private practice. You're going to follow all the parenting pages. You're going to follow all the therapist pages, and you are going to replicate what they do. You got to post every day. Start with once a day. And once you get comfortable and confident where once a day is going even faster, then you increase it to twice a day. Again, I didn't get to 3 times a day until September. And my intention is to grow that to 4 times a day at some point. That might not be till like September, right? But this is what we do to grow our social media. This is what we do to attract the kinds of followers that we want. The kinds of people who are going to interact with our content. The types of people who are going to benefit from our content. The types of people who are going to share our content and like our content. The types of people who are going to join us in our freebies. The types of people who may eventually buy from us at some point. Malika Fantab, I don't know if I'm saving this live. And the reason why I say that is because I myself started the live by saying you never want to confuse people. And this is not what I normally do. So I'm not really sure if I'm going to save this live. But I'm going to be going through all of this plus 5 other modules for absolutely free starting tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern. You can join that. All you have to do is DM the words 6-part training. It is absolutely free. Absolutely free. Absolutely free. And all this great stuff that I'm giving y'all now, this is actually session 4, right? So I'm going to be giving you 1, 2, 3, this, 5, and then 6 is going to be open Q&A, okay? But I don't know, because myself, I'm saying you don't ever want to confuse your audience, and this is not what I normally do, so I'm not sure. I got to figure it out, all right? Let's move along. So we talked about the 3 to 5 times a day. You want to be on the top of people's mind. You want it to be, dang, I need cupcakes. The first thing I think about when I think about cupcakes is Sweets by Fantab. I think about Sweets by Fantab because every time I go on Instagram, she's constantly posting. So the first place I'm going to go to is the page that's feeding me. The page that gives me samples. The page that's telling me about what the new trends are in cake and cake tastings. The page that's going to email me recipes. We talk about email and list building in the free training. Download the phrase 6-part training so you can get in on it, right? I'm going to go with the page that feeds me. I'm going to feed them back. Crystal Young Law just joined the live, right? Crystal Young Law is constantly posting all of her wins. Every time she's at the closing table with her clients. Every time she was able to find a mistake, which saved them before they close. She's constantly posting. So now when it's time for me to buy my second house, because the first house I got through Crystal Young Law, right? She's the first person I think about. You also, when you do this, you are building your like, know, and trust factor. Guys, this is not stuff that came from my mind. I invested thousands of dollars in coaching to learn this, and I'm sharing it with you for absolutely free. 2 coaches, Letitia Stiles and King Ashley Ann. Thousands of dollars. Amazing women, super knowledgeable. They gave it to me. I'm giving it to you. Well, I paid for it, and I'm giving it to you, okay? You want to build your like, know, and trust factor. What does that mean? Especially lives. Lives do it best because a quote, I don't know who's behind the quote, right? A post, a photo, I don't know. But live stream is what does it. I want y'all to like me, right? Some people take an approach of not being liked, which works for them. I want y'all to like me. I want you to say Alison is reasonable, Alison is fair, Alison is entertaining, and Alison gives value. You know, she does those lives every Wednesday where she spends a whole hour when she could be resting giving us advice. She don't got to do that. This is Sunday night. She's talking to us how to make money on our social media page for absolutely free. She's doing a 6-part training, 6 hours that she could be investing in her business. I like her. I like her, right? That's how I build the like. No, y'all know me. You know when I go on vacation, you know who my friends are, you know what I like to do for fun, you know what I do for work, you know what I do with my clients, you know how I like my hair. Y'all know me, right? Because we do these lives, I talk, I share. Y'all know about my sisters, my husband, my friends, my cheerleading program. Y'all know me. So now you like me, you know me, now you're going to be more inclined to trust me. You like me, you know me, you're going to be more inclined to trust me. So even if it's 2 years from now and I keep giving you, I keep giving of my time, I keep giving of my information, right? And then 2 years from now, you have a hard time with a boyfriend, who you going to call? Don't say Ghostbusters. You're going to call me because I've built a rapport with you, which can only be done live. I saw somebody in the comments say something about you don't want to go live. Suck it up. It is 2022. This is how you build rapport with people. Folks are not going to be inclined to swipe their credit card with you if they don't know you. How can I be sure that Alison has the answers if all she does is post pretty photos with her and her husband and a couple of cute quotes that says, keep pushing? You're not confident that I have the ability to help you, right? If I'm a hairstylist and all I do is post just quotes and just the after, I don't know if you could do my hair. I want to see you live. I want to see a speed, right? I want to see a before and after. I want you to come on and say, hey guys, I just sanitized. Hey guys, look at this new product that I just purchased. This is specifically for my 4C girls. It's going to really help the curl. Talk to me. And don't think that you have to be like super articulate. Like you absolutely don't. People like real. Don't think you have to have makeup. I don't wear makeup live unless I got my makeup done for something else. I'm like, well, my makeup's done. You ain't got to do that. Just make sure you ain't got nothing in your teeth and you got a shirt on, right? You ain't got to wear no pants. Ain't nobody going to see. Like being your true self is what people love. Don't think you have to be super smart. Don't think you have to be articulate. Don't think you have to have expensive lighting. I have an $18 Amazon. I got real lights in the back. Y'all see them lights? In a corner. I'm not doing nothing with them. I'm on an $18 ring from Amazon. But if you're not sharing live, you are leaving money on the table because it's going to take so much longer for people to like, know, and trust you. And let me tell you something else. You also want people to not like you. That works too. Let me tell you how that works. There are people who don't like me, which I'm perfectly okay with. I mean, y'all know me, right? Y'all know me. That's my point. You want people to not like you so they don't waste your time. So especially in the case of therapists and coaches and consultants, I want you to know in advance whether or not you like me. And if you don't like me, it's okay, so that you don't waste your time booking a free call, booking a free strategy session, whatever it is. And then you realize you don't like me. Now I done wasted 30 minutes that I could have been invested in somebody who was paying money. So I want folks to not like me in some cases, like in the sense of, I shouldn't say that. I want folks to be aware if they don't like me. Right? Who doesn't not want to be liked? But I want you to be aware if you don't like me. I want you to be aware if you don't like my approach. I want you to be aware of if the energy just ain't it. Because that's going to save me as the business owner time of working with somebody who we are not a personality match. Lives are everything. Lives are going to tell you whether or not someone is your personality match. And you might think, oh, I don't want to scare people away because they may not like me. Good. Rather that than get a whole bunch of inquiries And then you figure out that y'all not a good match and now you done wasted your time. Does that make sense, beautiful people? Especially when you're dealing with like sociology, right? So if you're a therapist, if you're a coach, we need to make sure we're on the same page. I have people who be like, yo, Alison, I want to sign up for your coaching program. I say, did you check out the free training? I need you to check out the free training. I need you at minimum, because I would hope that they're watching the live streams and all that kind of stuff, right? And live streams are what really get people to know you, not a clip that's a minute here or there. I want them to check out my free training first, because that's an hour of me explaining how I work with people. So if you can listen to an hour of how I work, what I do, how I help clients, what approach I take, what I require, and it's not a good fit for you, then that means you're not going to waste my 30 minutes on doing a free call, which is now $1. Not going to do $1 call. And then next thing is, well, dang, I didn't realize that you make us go on dating apps. And dang, I didn't realize that we have homework every night. And dang, I didn't realize that we have to go out socially at least once a week. And dang, I didn't know that you were going to push back and make us change some of the negative behaviors that we have. So I need you to check me out. Because then when we get on the phone for that free/dollar call, I'm not wasting my time explaining a program to you that you don't know anything about, and now you realize it's an inappropriate match. I done got out of bed, I done moved around my appointments to talk to somebody for 30 minutes who's not going to buy. Does that make sense, y'all? Lives are everything. It doesn't have to be perfect. If y'all are bored, I want you to go back and scroll to my first live. I was outside in the dark, no lighting, mad nervous, and like pacing. It's awkward. You will get over it. If you want to build your business, you want to build your social media, you have to go live. Period. Okay? Well, you don't got to. If you want to grow it more and you don't want to leave money on the table, go live. It don't have to be your face, right? You got a new recipe and you're doing cupcakes and you get one of those things, one of these things that clip on, right? And then you got your phone pointed down. Hey guys, this is my new recipe. I'm trying this flavor lemon with a zing of this and blah, blah, blah. And then I'll be back in 30 minutes to show you guys what the final result looks like. But you got to do something live. You got to get people to like, know, and trust, and possibly not like, which is okay. So you move right along so you don't waste your time and be frustrated that you're doing all these free discovery calls and y'all discover you're not an appropriate match. Let them find out from here right now. All right, beautiful people? Let's move on to other types of posts. So we did 3 to 5 a day. We talked about live stream and how important it is. You want to give value. You cannot expect that people are just going to buy from you because you have something to offer. You are not the only person who has something to offer, beautiful people. Lots of people do treats. Lots of people do decor. Lots of people do hair. Lots of people are coaches. It can't just be, I got it, so people should just buy it. And please stop pressuring your friends and family. One, they may not be an appropriate match for what you are selling, okay? And then secondly, you're not going to make a lot of money. Your friends and family is going to run out pretty soon, okay? Georgia says, what if there's only 2 people on the live? What if there's 0 people on the live? You save the live on your page. Other people will watch it eventually. It'll never go away. You take the live, save it to your phone, chop it up, make some reels. It won't ever go away. So even if there's no one who is watching right now in this moment, like there's 62 of you who are on this video right now, and it'll have 1,000 views later. When I say, man, I got 30K followers and only 68, and only 68 are on now, so I might as well stop? No. What I'll do is, I'm going to tell you a couple of things I'm going to do. This is some advanced stuff. We talk about 101, but there's a couple of things I'm going to do. I could potentially save this live so that 940 more people will see this later. Number 2, I can take the best minute-long clips and I could chop it up and make it into a reel, and reels, y'all already know, blow up, which you're about to get to in a second. Lastly, I could sell this recording. $9.97, how do you grow your page instantly? So even if there's no one who's watching in the moment, it's still a win. You could upload it on YouTube and make it a tutorial. You could do whatever, okay? Where was I? Okay, so we talked about lives. Also, collaborate with other people who are in your field. So if it's awkward where you just can't get on the screen and start talking like I'm doing with y'all, do something else. So like I have my friend Malika Fantab, right? She does Sweets by Fantab. So she does sweets. then I would recommend that she reaches out to someone who does decor. Hey girl, I want to do a live stream talking about the new trends in parties in 2022. When are you free? Let's do it Thursday at 7. Let's do it Saturday at 12. And then y'all would just talk like girlfriends. So Malika's on the top and she's saying, yeah, what I noticed is that people aren't really doing the fondant like they used to. They're doing the more simplified. I'm just making stuff up. I don't know about any trends of cakes, okay? I noticed that they're doing the more simplified version. People aren't really doing the da-da-da-da. They like it more da-da-da. And what are you noticing? Well, yeah, I'm really noticing that the decor is really stepping up and people like a conversation. It's a recorded convo that offers value to your audience. So if you're not prepared to do it by yourself, start with friends. Secondly, in regards to nobody watching your lives, tell your sister, tell your brother, tell your man, tell your girl to watch it so you don't feel lonely. And then also, and this is another one, this is a big one. When you do collabs, now you have 2 people who's on the live, which means you have twice the amount of people who can watch it. Okay? So this is another one. Lives are everything. Collaborate everything. You guys see me, I go live with people all the time. I go live with people and they're talking about things I don't even know what they're talking about. Last week I went live with a woman with a topic I've never heard of in my life. I Googled it like 20 minutes before and I just let her talk. I go live with Taylor, my friend. I go live with people all the time. Cassandra, my friend, and we just talk. Now, the win is you guys are getting value. I'm building the like, know, and trust factor. And everybody who's on Cassandra's page, who's on Taylor's page, right? They're now seeing me. People who would have not normally seen me. You gotta go live. I cannot, repeat that enough, okay? Next, Reels. Reels are everything. You guys know Instagram/Meta is competing with TikTok, and so they are pushing our Reels. If you can make anything that you do less, like 59 seconds or less, any video, if it's a video of your nice clean kitchen counter as you cook or you bake, if it's your your desk that has your 2 computer monitors and your journals and all this kind of stuff, whatever you can make that's fast and easy is going to be fast and easy. So someone asked about going viral. Reels. You add the music to the back. You add text on the top that makes it clear what you're talking about so that it reels people in, right? That is how you're going to do it. You guys talking about you can't post once a day. Yes, you can. I'm telling you how to do it right now. All right. Also, carousels. So especially if you are a teacher, that's what you do. You are teaching. I teach singles how to navigate the dating scene, and I make a carousel. That's when it's multiple posts that you slide and you read text. That's a win too. For me, for some reason, real carousels don't do very well, but I've seen it do very well on other people's pages too. So if you have any kind of tutorial, if you teach anything, that's what you do as a service provider. You teach, that's what you need to do. You use the carousel. How to make pineapple upside down cake. Step 1 is on the first one. Swipe 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the last page, if you need any help with your recipes, go ahead and click the link in my bio and download blah, 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 blah. Does that make sense? Okay. And of course you have your classic static images, which is just a photo, but you guys should know, because if you're looking to grow your Instagram, you need to pay attention to Instagram trends. They said that they are a video sharing app. That is what the CEO said about Instagram. They are not trying to be a photo sharing app anymore. So make it your business to do as many videos as you can. But sometimes if you have a nice photo with a nice caption, that'll do very well. Different niches have different things that do well, all right? If you do travel blogging, then videos of food and the beach and this resort is going to do very well. A solid photo will do well too. A carousel may not, right? So you have to think about what's your niche, follow the pages that are doing well, follow the pages that you want to be like, and look at their content and copy it. Not literally like screenshot it, but do what they do. If you see that their number 1 liked photo is going to be of the resort high up, then when you go on a resort, you better go high up and take a picture of that resort. If you know that their number 1 video is going to be recipes, their number 1 video is the before and after of styling hair, that's what you need to do. Okay? Now, this is another thing. Like I said, y'all, this thing is time consuming. I spend just as much time on Instagram that I do actually coaching, but that's how I get all my clients. Literally, like 95% of them are from Instagram. 5% is from referrals, right? So in order to coach, I need to do this. This is the nature of the game. So you have to respond to, I'm going to tell y'all every comment. Yes. Yes. Every comment. Yes. And I say I'm telling this to y'all because I'm based on the assumption that you have joined me because you are looking to grow your page, and your page may have a few hundred or a few thousand, which means you can find the time to respond to everyone. I have 30,000 plus, and I probably respond to 70% of my comments. So if I can respond to 70% of my comments, you can respond to 100% of your comments. Yes, you sure can. I think my last post has 149 comments. Right? Sometimes they're thoughtful, and sometimes they're 4 words. Sometimes they're thoughtful, and sometimes they're 4 words. Thank you very much. Y'all might be a victim to this, and no disrespect, I just couldn't think of nothing to say. Thank you, Love Muffin. If your name is like very easy for me to read, I will say thank you, Astra Williams. You need 4 words because 4 words constitute a valuable comment according to Instagram. And so even if the person sent you emojis, which does not count, emojis do not count, emojis do not count. Even if the person sent you emojis, heart eyes, thank you so much. Thank you, Love Muffin. Thank you, sweet space heart, even though we know sweetheart's 1 word. You need to respond. Let me tell you, Instagram is an algorithm. They're going to push out the content that they think is valuable. They measure value based on saves, in this order, saves, shares, comments, and likes. If you receive 10 comments on your post, 10 valuable ones, 4 words or more, 4, right? And you respond to every, you just went from 10 to 20. You have doubled the amount of comments that you had just because you said, thank you so much. Thank you, Shaq and Vibes. Thank you, Beauty Queen. Thank you for space ever, space Janelle. Right? Thank you, Styled by the Stylist. This is how you're going to increase your engagement. Yes, it's work. Oh, well, you're on here, presumably, because you want to learn how to grow your social media page. This is how you do it. You respond to as many comments as humanly possible. The expectation is all of them. And if you get to a point where you can't do all of them, that because you've blown up, then that means you need to hire a VA, a college kid, your nephew that you really trust, somebody in the Philippines, and you're going to give them instructions on how to respond to stuff. Okay? Yes, get fit with Tiff. Everyone. 4 words or more, and emojis do not count. So I try my best, and I do like 70%, and it's still not enough. You want to increase the comments so you can push out to the algorithm. That is how more people see the post, and then that's how you get more, again, saves, shares, comments, then likes. Likes mean the least thing, okay? Even if it's emojis, even if it's people who's arguing with you. So if you're in a more controversial space like me, I love it. Like, please keep arguing. And what's so ironic is that the folks who are the nastiest don't realize that they are literally bringing you money. So if you're in a controversial space like me, or you create content that could be viewed as controversial, I'm not saying to be controversial on purpose. Everything that I say, I 100% mean, at least in that moment. I might have slept on it and said, dang, I should have said this. I should have added that. I needed more context. But I meant it. I'm not saying being controversial on purpose is a good idea. What I'm saying is that if you're going to be controversial and then these people want to argue with you and cuss you and be nasty, don't block them. Keep commenting, please. Please keep commenting, because you're literally pushing my content, which is going to put me in a position to make more money. So thank you for staying up all night and arguing and being nasty, because now you've brought me money. This is why when I don't like someone, I'm not a fan of their content. I don't like, I don't follow, I don't share. You're giving them money. Every time you complain about somebody online and how much you don't like them, but yet you're viewing their stuff, you're giving them money. So let them. Unless they're being outrageous, don't block them. Keep talking, okay? Georgia says, is there a particular time to post? Yes. After you've made your page either a content page, a creator page, or a business page, you can then look at the analytics, and it will tell you what times of day the most people who follow you are active, and you post for them. So for me, my followers are most active between 12 and 6. Now, mind you, the graph is every 3 hours, so it's not perfect. So my followers are most active between 12 and 6, least active at 3 a.m. because they sleeping, right? My 3 a.m. So you change the status of your page, and you can look at the analytics, and it will tell you when your followers are most active, and then that's when you should post, okay? We're almost done, beautiful people. You're responding to every comment to push the algorithm. You respond to every DM to build your like, know, and trust factor. You respond to every DM so you can build your like, know, and trust factor. I don't care if it's an emoji. I don't care if it's a heart. They need to know that you're real and that you appreciate the fact that they took the time to send you an applause, a 100, prayer hands. At minimum, you better like it. If you're not double tapping, then you're not looking to build your social media. You're not looking to build your like, know, and trust factor. You're not looking to convert these followers into buyers. Minimum, double tap every single DM that you receive. And as much as possible, reply with something thoughtful like thank you or appreciate it. And if you can do everything even more thoughtful than that, then do that. I get people who DM me all the time for advice. All the time. I respond to each and every one of them and I say, unfortunately, I do not offer advice via DM. And you can copy and paste this if it's you, right? I don't offer advice via DM. However, this is how you can get advice. You can put a question in my stories from Tuesday to Wednesday. You can join my live on Wednesdays at 5, or you can book a session by clicking the link in my bio. Even if I'm not going to help them, I'm going to respond to everybody. That's how you build a like, know, and trust. Every time I've done that, they said, oh, my bad. All right, I'll ask the question on Wednesday. Oh, my bad. Can you send me the link so I'll book a session? But I'm going to respond because it's rude not to. Respond to every DM. Some other quick things. Set up frequently asked questions in your DMs. You are a business. People are going to ask you the same questions every single time. Get Fit with Tiff. If you're still on here, you know the number one question that I get asked every single week is, what dating apps are the best apps? Which ones are the best apps for dating? Which apps should I use every single week? Every single week. Every single week. I created a frequently asked questions in my DMs so that people can click on it and get an answer. What do you do? They click on it, it answers them. How much do your services cost? They click on it, they get an answer. I also created highlights at the top of my page. See, Tip is here. Highlights on the top of my page, right? It has testimonials, a little circle that has testimonials. There's another one that says frequently asked questions. I want to save myself time by not having to respond to 1,000 DMs or pay somebody in the Philippines to do so, right? I also want to give you the opportunity to find out information on your own. So if you're up late at night and you're trying to figure out, like, is this chick Alison the right coach for me? Let me check out her testimony. I don't have to DM her and say, hey girl, can you tell me what your success rate is? Hey girl, do you help women get married? Hey girl, and men, if y'all saw my stories yesterday, male, okay? Do you help, what do you do? I put it in my highlights so people can do their own research. They can read, they can figure out. And again, going back to, you're building the like, know, and trust factor. So I, Alison, I have a highlight that says testimonials. You want to see if I'm worth investing in. You are going to click on my testimonials and click through and say, oh, wow. And her client had a baby and with her first son, her first child with her fiance. And, oh, wow, she's engaged and she's getting married in September. And wow, she was only working for her for 6 months and she's married. And wow, she's dating for the first time in years and having fun. Excuse me. Right? That's building my like, know, and trust factor. And all I did was create the highlight. Put your highlights on the top. It's going to save you from having to answer a whole bunch of the same questions over and over again. And it's going to help people to learn more about you and build their trust with you because they're getting the information that they need quickly. You also are more polished and more professional that you're able to offer this information quickly and succinctly. Okay? We're almost done, beautiful people. And my throat is on fire. Okay. Oh, gosh. Nope. I'm going to save this. I'm going to save this one for those who are ready to invest their time, not $1, but invest their time with me over the next 3 weeks. If you want to learn more about how to build your business, particularly service providers, I want you to DM these words to me. Are you ready? 6-part, I've been calling it training. I don't know. 6-part training. I've also been calling it a challenge. This is not my area. I just like talking about it. And people keep asking me. So I'm like, let me just do this one time, record it one time. All right. Another tidbit. Do it one time, record it one time. And there you go. I'm ready to invest. Rachel, I don't have nothing to sell. Well, I do. But join the free stuff first. All right, this is a perfect example. So I talked to y'all for about an hour. If you never knew this part about me, right? Because I gave you an hour of gems, you're going to be more inclined to invest in me in the future if I have something to sell, which I do just a little bit, right? This is what I mean by you got to go live. People are going to be more inclined to invest in you. They're going to buy your products. They're going to buy your services if they see that you're willing to give them stuff for free. I give dating and relationship advice for money, right? I sell my coaching programs. I sell my courses. This is what I do. Every Wednesday, I come on live and I give it to y'all for free. I am offering a service to my community. So the next time that you have a struggle and you don't want to wait till Wednesday, you say, I've been watching that girl Alison for a couple of weeks, and sometimes she can be a little rough, but she gives really good advice. So I'm going to spend my $85 with her for 30 minutes. Click the link in my bio. And I'm going to mess with her and I'm going to see if she can help me, because she has proven through her live streams that she gives great advice. Had I never did my live Q&A, if you guys never saw how I function with a client and liked it, because some people don't, and that's okay. There's professionals for everybody. If you never saw me go live, you never saw how I function, you never understood my train of thought, when you were having trouble, would you book me? No. Would you book a hairstylist that you've never seen their before and afters? No. So you have to give value. That is how people then reciprocate when they're ready. On that note, I am going to watch Netflix. I've been working all day long. I love y'all. If you are interested, I want you to DM, and it's absolutely free, 6-part training. DM it to me. I'm going to ask for your phone number and your email address. I'm going to send you the links. It starts tomorrow. How it works is every Monday and Thursday for 3 weeks. Monday and Wednesday for 3 weeks. You got to join me Monday, starts tomorrow, then Thursday for 3 weeks to get all 6 parts. It is absolutely free. The recordings will not be free. You got to be there. You have to invest your time. And so if I made the recordings free, you would watch it eventually. So show up. Show up and do what's right for you and in your business in 2022. If you can't show up, then you can pay for the recordings, right? It is at 5 p.m. Eastern, Monday and Thursday for the next 3 weeks. All right? All right, beautiful people. I am going to skate out of here. Go ahead and DM me. I'm going to go and say, real quick. Oh, thank you for everybody who purchased a badge. Jappa Black, Wellington Event Rentals, Infinite Soul, Carob Honey, and Snap Sniper. All right. Adios, amigos. I'm hot, I'm sweating, and I'm thirsty. 5 p.m. Eastern. DM me, and I'll send you the info. All right, folks. Bye.